Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is that you are watching this. Sorry, my other video, I got cut off from YouTube. Said internet connection issues, but anyways, so we're doing it again. We're here again because it only ended up doing like a minute and something of it, so a minute and a half. Anyways, how was your week? Did you do anything fun today or this week? We ended up going to the park yesterday. We're supposed to be having like cold, snowy weather, but it looks like it's beginning of spring here right now. So hopefully we'll get some snow in. But we stopped by the park. Bentley ran around in the sunshine yesterday, just smiling and happy and stuff, and so enjoyed that. And it also made Roman honey cake this week. It was really good from the Sacred Science Cookbook. If you haven't seen it, definitely go back and watch the video, The Sacred Science for Cancer Patients. I talk about it in there. But no, it was really, really good. But also, too, the interesting thing is that the Romans actually made replica statues in funerary masks using beeswax, which were believed to protect them. And according to legendary Roman poet Ovid, I think that's how they pronounce his name. Anyway, the statues also function similarly to voodoo dolls, and that harming the figurine could also inflict harm on the human it represented. So I thought it was very interesting because anytime I ever thought of like voodoo dolls, I always thought like New Orleans and, the African culture, some of the African tribes with that. And so practicing that. So it was very interesting to find out like it was actually that far back, like in the Romans. I mean, I knew it was an old religion, but like back in the Roman days, I didn't, would have never thought. So I thought that was really interesting as well. So yes. But what are you drinking today? I am drinking Stephen Smith Peppermint Leaves. I've ordered some more tea. So from a different, not Stephen Smith, so another type of tea. So I'll be excited to share that with you when it comes in. It should be in a couple weeks. So yes, I'm excited for that. But today we're going to talk about support through social media. So we've talked a lot about things you can do for yourself, but what about support from other people who are going through the same thing or similar? Sometimes people aren't always around when you need to talk or vent the most. I experienced that. Sometimes you can't wait until you're sitting in the lobby waiting at your doctor's appointment. So like if you're a urologist, obviously for the most part, other people that are sitting there with you waiting for the doctor is waiting for the same doctor. They're going through the similar thing. Sometimes you can't wait until then to chit chat with them. And sometimes, depending on where you go at the Cancer Institute, you might not even be seeing the same doctor. So as that person, or even going through the same thing as that person. So yes. So that's not always the best option. Are there when you need it, right? Because you can go in, there might not be anybody else in the lobby, right? But if you are on social media, here are a few things you should check out. So if you're on Facebook, there is a group page that you can join. It's called Let's Talk Cancer, My Friends. I put the link in the description. I like this page. I'm a part of the page, or Willow Haven is a part of the page. People go on, the caretakers are in there, but there's a lot of people that have gone through cancer. There's a lot of people in there in remission, but they help other people. You can go on there, you can vent. People on there, like, okay, I just need to vent. People will go on and ask questions about what they're going to do or what they're experiencing, what other people's experience, or how did they handle this, or what did they do for certain things. It's very interesting to see other people's responses, because you get a different perspective. you get different responses because different things work for different people. So what may work for you might not work for someone else, or may not work for someone else, or vice versa. What worked for someone else may or may not work for you. So I think it's really interesting because you get so many different like ideas and options that you can do to help. Also, too, the other one was actually a caretaker. She was venting about her husband has cancer, and she was venting about something with that, and getting, she got advice from different people, like with a different perspective of things. And it's to me, I feel like it's good and refreshing because, again, it gives you a different perspective or something to think about, and it helps you. I think it helps you. And so that's, yeah. So definitely something to check out. The other groups you can check out or pages. So are ones that are specific to your cancer. So some like the smaller nonprofits will have something similar to that, specific to your cancer. You can check out sometimes to, instead of having like a venting session or whatever, on there, they'll have where they give you advice or provide information for you as well. Some of them do different, like some of them have different groups where you can go in and chat with aside from their page. So, you can check those out as well. There's also inspirational pages as well. Ones like Soul Food, Positive Thoughts. I love those in a sense. Like sometimes there are things that maybe before all this happened, you used to think that way. And then everything happened. So sometimes it's just a nice reminder, a fresh reminder. And again, even a different perspective from things to look at things. And, I think they help a lot. Sometimes it just might give you the little pick me up you need at that moment. And so, and maybe not, who knows, but just saying, it's an option. There's also, you can also find things like on Instagram, Blue Sky. So wherever you choose to do social media, sometimes social media can be a good thing. Just don't get sucked into it, okay? With the negativity or anything like that. The main idea is for you to have a community that understands, and you can ask questions or vent to on your time, and we'll get you so many different answers and perspectives, and you can decide which ones are best for you. And even like here, one of the things, even though this one is public, let's be friends, or let's talk cancer, my friends. Actually, they went private. They used to be public. And if something is public on Facebook, like a group is public, if you post on there or make a comment on there or whatever, everybody you're friends with, they're going to get a notification that you posted on this page. So what was happening was some people were posting on this page their feelings about cancer or how they were feeling, and their friends and family members saw it and got upset, which honestly, I don't understand why they should have no reason getting upset that this person was doing this. They were just getting their feelings out. So they started posting anonymously. The group did make it private, so it is private, so it won't go to that. So keep that in mind. If something is public, if you post on there, it will notify the people you're friends with on Facebook, okay? But you also have the option to post anonymously if something is public. Or even if it's private as well, you still have the option to post anonymously if you want, but just keep that in mind, okay? And then the same thing for Instagram, and everything is on Instagram's owned by Facebook, but just keep that in mind, okay? And then also like on here, because ours is public, it would be nice, like for the specific videos that, those specific topics, things that work for you or things that work for someone that definitely post those, because we want to give out as many options and ideas for people, for them to try to see what works best for them. Because, different things work for different people. So, definitely, we do want to do that here as well. Okay. So for that, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful week. Do something for yourself. Okay. And take care. And we'll see you next week under the willow tree.